This is the 500th time I'm recording this fucking.
I suck at reading scripts and doing these kinds of videos. Guess why this isn't my fucking regular content, okay? Fuck it. I'll try to do it without a script because clearly it's not working out and this video needs to be made. So, fuck it. So, hi guys. I'm out. You probably know that. Or you don't. Doesn't matter. And today I'm making a video on a topic that I never thought I'd have to make, or definitely not this fucking early on in my quotes career, okay? Because like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a nobody, and yet somehow this ends up happening to me. The world is a strange place. Well, don't get used to this content. I'm not going to be making this, hopefully ever, again, unless someone else or the same person decides to not stop this sort of shit. At that point, I might just be looking into actual legal action against. Anyway, what is this? What am I rambling on about? Right, so this video is about my current cyber stalker, and it will serve as a general PSA. The part where they cross the line is when the whole cyber stalking thing started. So that's what I'm making a video about, so everyone knows, and so no one gives this person any sort of attention, contacts them, even, if they think this is gonna be really funny if I, poke the hornet's nest. No. Do not contact this person, and if you know me, and they think you know me, and they contact you about me, do not converse with them. Don't encourage them. Just block them and move on. Okay? I want nothing to do with this person anymore, and that won't change. Unless I end up in a body bag, they're gonna have to take this to court. Well, in that case, you know where to look, law enforcement. It'll be a bit of a roller coaster of emotions, because there's a lot here to unpack. Some will be funnier than others, and I'll also end this message, my last, final, message to Spike, and hopefully this is the last time I have to talk about this. So let's get into this, shall we? Meet Spike, or Hanten Lover, though I'll be calling them Spike because that's how they refer to themselves, as well as, it's just easier to say. Who are they? Well, I don't know. The only thing I can tell you for sure is that they speak Chinese as their native language, and they're probably from Hong Kong. No other information, not even their gender or age could have been confirmed, though they claim they're an adult. So, there you go. I literally don't know who they are. How did I first meet Spike? Well, this begins, as many horrible stories do, in the YouTube comment section. They commented on some of my videos. For context, if anyone who isn't familiar with my content tunes into this, I make animation memes and animated things, just, general cringy bullshit like that. So they commented on one of my videos, several videos actually, and they just started this whole, conversation, right? Which is fine, I appreciate when people like my content, as any creator, right, does. But the only thing weird about that is that, you don't usually go on for this long if you're just interested in someone's content, and you ask a question and then you're done, right? You don't keep asking questions. But, it's not a crime. I'm just saying it's weird. So that's why I told them, let's take this to the Discord DMs if you want to talk to me. Now, at this point, I had no reason to assume they're deranged, hopefully, right? I don't know if a lot of you have experience with that and it automatically recognizes this as a red flag. But, I generally try to be as friendly as possible because I tend to default to being a giant cunt. So that was a part of my reinvention, right? I'm like, alright, let's, as they're a fan, it seems, let's be nice to them, right? So let's take this to Discord. Now, they at first wanted to take this to Facebook. I am not comfortable with that. Please never ask me about my Facebook, okay? Not that you would find anything of value on there, but, just don't, I don't, it's something I never share, and you shouldn't, acquire about that. But they respected that at first, so, I had no reason to assume that they're a creeper from this. They were like, sure, whatever. Let's take it to Discord. Now, you'll see, weirdly enough, that they're, strangely paranoid about giving me their Discord tag. they told me to then delete it and everything, which is like weird, right? Like on one hand, I personally understand that, but as you'll see later on, it doesn't make sense for this person to be like this unless they're someone else and they're going under an alias and somehow their Discord, you know, links them to that original account, I guess. Well, we'll see, because I'll be showing you all of that later on in this video. So we take it to Discord. Now, just to preface this, the Discord conversation was mostly about my characters, which is a weird thing to say because, like, they were really interested. I've never had this before where someone's this invested in something that isn't their own work or a piece of fiction that's, like, you know, at least somewhat mainstream, not some random YouTuber with 1,000 subscribers that has most of their characters privated and all of their videos are nonsense that doesn't really tie into each other. Somehow, though, they were really interested, and I have a slight issue with telling people no. And when they ask me and it's not an extremely intrusive question, I tend to just answer it because I find that to be the easier route to take. So most of this conversation is just that, along with some strangely specific questions about my country, the Czech Republic. I don't know why they were so fascinated by it, but you know, who am I to, like, everyone makes fun of weebs, right? But, like, you wouldn't say that they're necessarily harmful. So I was just like, alright, well, whatever. Either they're trying to seem interested to, like, get on my good side, or they're genuinely interested, and neither of the two really offend me. So yeah, but it was just kind of weird, this whole conversation. But it wasn't, like, offensive, or it wasn't problematic, and, like, you know, whatever. Well, there were parts of it that were a bit problematic, but, like, it wasn't the whole conversation. That's why I'm not showing it to you, along with there being some parts of the conversation that I don't think need to be public, right? Like, nothing too personal, and if anyone ends up, you know, doubting that it actually even took place, I can prove it because I have the whole screen recording of it, the entire conversation. But for the sake of brevity and, you know, just you don't need to see the entire thing, basically, because not every part of it is important. There's only a few things of note in it that I'll be showing you. One is that, you know, to demonstrate that Spike is a liar. I wouldn't say that they're a pathological liar because I'm not a psychologist, nor do I have experience with pathological liars, but they definitely like to lie a lot and about everything. That's also why I can't confirm anything about them, because they constantly lie. Because at first, when they started talking to me and the question of, well, where are they from came up, they said they're from America. Now, I know how hilarious that might seem by just looking at some of these screenshots, that this person clearly isn't from America. Like, even someone with Down syndrome who was, you know, born in America does not type like this, right? Like, this isn't an insult, it's just a statement of fact, like, not trying to be a douchebag. But they kept on insisting they're in America and they're from New York, so I mean, it didn't really matter to me that much that, you know, they weren't willing to tell me the real location, but it does show, and eventually we will see that they are actually not from America of their own admission, which will then be corroborated by the deviantart that they messaged me with later on that said that they're from Hong Kong. Now, that's the first of many instances where they just straight up lied. So you won't be surprised when, upon insisting that they're an adult, I didn't believe them. Which is important because eventually they started insisting that I sent them not safe for work images of the pornographic kind. I'm not like gore, I don't care, but of the pornographic kind. That they're an adult and they're totally fine. They can see porn, they don't care. That's an issue because I didn't believe that they were an adult, and I'm not gonna be caught, you know, sending porn to minors, for one, and for two, it's all of this is private for a reason. Like, I wouldn't send this to someone, you know, I knew was an adult and then I didn't know too well, let alone someone I don't know at all and have my doubts about them even actually being an adult. You'll see the conversation of those sorts, along with a weird roleplay-ish kind of breakdown that they had whilst we were having the conversation of them trying to solicit illicit images of one of my characters, which then I would say resulted in them drawing some crudely made quote porn of my character, and I think their own character that they made
really care. I don't want to show you.
What? Why?
I just don't. It makes me uncomfortable.
Can you send it to me normally, please?
I don't know what that means, but no.
It means those pictures are not safe for work.
No more though. The rest are not safe for work.
I want to see their profile, please. Oh, I mean their sheet. Oats, please.
I don't have a sheet. This is the reference image.
Okay, I'm back, Oats. Do I want to see pictures about it, please?
I've already shown you what I'm willing to show you.
Okay, I mean NSFW.
Huh?
I mean pictures about NSF after I see. Will you delete it right away?
No.
Why? I'm not afraid.
Clearly, I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to. Simple.
You believe me, okay? Please, let me see. To be honest, I really don't care.
Good.
Yeah, let me see.
I thought you didn't care.
Sure, so you?
No, I do care about not showing you.
I'm not afraid of blood or gore.
Yeah, it's not blood or gore though.
What? Why don't you show me?
Porn, my guy. It's porn. I'm not showing you porn.
What?
Do you get it now, or...?
I see. No thanks.
Yeah, finally, Jesus fucking Christ.
But I'm not at work.
Okay, and?
Now.
Cool. Good for you, I guess.
So can I look at it? Let me see.
No.
What? Why? I'm an adult.
You literally said you don't want to see it anyway.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not.
No,
I want to know what kind of job you have.
I didn't say it.
Come on, is it so hard to make one up, lol?
Let me see, please.
Strange answer.
I was a worker. He was an ant.
No,
I have to admit I stole that joke, but it's never not funny.
let me die now, okay? To be honest, I am an office worker.
Okay, here we go. Tell me about it.
You promised my request first, otherwise I won't answer you, nor will I apologize to you.
I don't want an apology. Also, no, I'm not going to show you the art.
Shut up.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, I regret it. I'm really shameful. I will never do this again. You can let me do anything except kill me, crying.
Calm down.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No.
Eh?
Ha ha ha, laugh like Gabriel, ha ha ha.
Cool.
I'm insane, yeah, I'm insane. Now I really am insane.
That escalated quickly.
I want that now, yes, that now.
What, alcohol?
I am Gabriel Osu, and now give it to me, Oats.
Give what, alcohol?
Ha 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 ha.
Your choice.
I don't care now. Immediately leave it to me, otherwise.
Okay, I love it. Whoa.
Help me, I was controlled.
How horrible.
No way, ha 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 ha.
Are you sure it's Gabriel and not the Joker?
Oh, sorry, I can find a way out there, like, ha ha, die.
Oh man, I love role-playing. I mean, what do you want, Mr. Gabriel?
What are you saying? Help me.
Okay, how? What to do? It's cold as fuck outside, by the way. My fingers are freezing.
Okay, I want Hopeless Lamb. I will suck your guts.
What?
I mean Eo, right?
What do you want with him?
Oats, please find a way soon. I really don't want to do this.
Then, I'm so confused.
Oats, please.
Oats, please.
You're gonna have to be more clear. I don't know what you want from me.
Oats, you have to know that I'm controlled by Gabriel, but I still have my own thoughts.
Okay, great. Can you read his? Cause I don't know what he wants. Well, he wants Io for some reason, but I can't exactly conjure up a person. This whole thing is about the art bullshit again, I swear to God.
Sure, but he seems to have been silent. Seems a little embarrassing.
Good.
Oats, you gotta find them now.
Where? How? Who? What? Well, if I'm talking to Gabriel right now, I'm on a bus, asshole. I literally cannot.
I don't care. You can find it now. You know I can't stand it now.
And what? Why do you care about Io anyway? You're supposed to hate them.
Because my desires can no longer endure it.
Desire? Define that word, please.
I want to kill them.
Oh, okay, fair, I guess.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, my fingers are frozen, but let me do something now then.
Oats, it's me, Spike. Do you remember me? I can no longer endure him anymore, so please kill me and let my soul be liberated. Please. I said kill me, please.
Thy frozen finger I bestow upon you. Io, consider yourself exercised.
Oats, I can only get rid of Gabriel's control only by killing me.
I'm not going to kill anyone. I am a natural pacifist.
You can use some accident.
Then it's not an accident anymore.
No, I don't want this. Please kill me now. Hurry up.
I shall not kill. I am a pacifist.
Fuck, if that will go on like this, I will become Gabriel. Help! Oats, hurry up, please. Don't think so much now. Please kill me now. My eyes gradually become red. Oats, you keep doing this. My soul will become...
Sorry about the sudden blackout. The bus Wi-Fi stopped working completely.
Oats, please help me. Oats,
Whoa, you're here. Okay.
kill me now. Oats, please help me. Oats, kill me now.
Oh, this again.
Slowly turning into Gabriel.
Really slow, this transformation.
Oats, hurry up.
No, actually, just turn, I guess. Are we done?
Ha 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 ha, yeah.
Thank you. I would not have guessed.
Hey, Oats,
Hey,
what's wrong in here? Oh, why did Gabriel be next to you? What happened?
next to me? When?
Yeah, he is next to you.
Okay, yeah. That's pretty normal. He just sort of does that sometimes.
By the way, I couldn't find you just now.
Find me where?
Where have you been?
At home.
Yesterday I didn't see you. What happened to you, yeah? Mental breakdown? Are you okay?
Yeah.
But why did Gabriel become me and go to your house? Why?
Well, Gabriel always comes here. As to why you became him, I don't know.
No, me didn't go to your house at that time, but I met Gabriel yesterday morning. He was a bit abnormal, spirit and alive. Then he turned to me and walked to your house.
What a story, Mark.
So what is going on?
I literally have no idea.
So I didn't talk to you yesterday, so it's actually Gabriel talking to you.
Oh, so it's morning where you are now. That clears up some of the confusion.
I'm at work. I'm very busy. Please believe me. The person who talked to you yesterday was Gabriel.
Sure.
Of course I am not a psychopath, you know.
Yeah.
About Gabriel pretending to be me, how do you teach him? Oates, what's up?
Teach him what?
Because he cheated you.
Cheated me? Explain.
Yeah, sure. How would you teach him?
Teach him what? I'm sorry, is something getting lost in translation?
He's pretending to be me to communicate with you, but his ultimate goal was that he wanted to EO and suck their guts. Don't you think he is?
I'm just gonna take the phrase suck his guts and use it in casual conversation from now on.
So you are angry at him?
Nope.
Why?
He's done worse.
No, isn't Gabriel your best friend?
Friend might be too strong of a word.
To be honest, including this, everything is caused by Gab. He made you like this. What did he want? Sigh. Anyway, I think Gaby should apologize to you.
Yeah, he should, but just in general.
What do you think of me? I'm not counted yesterday.
Well, you have issues, basically.
What?
You should apologize every day profusely for being a douchebag. But alas.
No, I'm not. I want to die.
That's what that means, but okay.
But I didn't make any mistakes, Oates.
I didn't say that. Also, what happened?
Oates, do you want money? Sorry?
Money? Since when?
Okay, I'm not good for you, so I want to compensate you. How much do you need? At least do you want?
What the fuck, dude? I don't want any money from you, Jesus.
Didn't you say I have issues? Sorry, I didn't make mistakes anymore. How much do you want?
I have mental issues. Money won't really solve that.
Why you say I have issues?
Mental, brain, psychological issues.
No, I'm not a psychopath.
I said I have those issues.
I'm a normal man.
You might do, though. I don't know. That doesn't mean you're a psychopath, though.
Do you have some pics about EO? I only have one wish. That is, I want to see porn of EO. I can give you anything except my life, please.
Jesus Christ, no.
No.
Drop it.
Fuck, I'm so angry, crying.
What? You tell me this whole time I've been using
Put the pistol in the mouth. Why?
fixed my bricks to my door jams. It's gonna be a revelation.
Otherwise I'll shoot.
Stop!
No. Put down the pistol. Alright, don't hit me.
I won't. Wow. What strange wings. For context, they sent me crudely drawn porn of, I think it was my Sona, but then they deleted it. That's what I was reacting to.
So, I want to see porn of EO?
No, I don't know why you think you're going to get anything out of this. I'd say go make your own if you're that desperate, and clearly fucking willing, but I don't want to risk encouraging a potential minor to draw porn. So just stop.
I am an adult, fuck.
Well, great, then go make your own. Crudely drawn porn of my Sona. I think this time it was Nezumi though. Their original character. Amazing.
But I can't draw this, cause I always make mistakes.
Who cares though? Stop pestering me about my not safe for work art and we're golden.
To be honest, I was really unhappy yesterday. I am very angry. But you don't want to show NSF pictures and that is gore?
I don't want to show you porn. I don't care about showing you gore, as long as there's no explicit nudity. Unless you say you're uncomfortable, and then I won't show you gore. But you said you were fine with it, so I assumed, you were fine with it.
To be honest, I can also accept porn.
You accept whatever you want to accept. But I'm not going to show you porn. That's my boundary.
Then I'd like to ask the painting that there is obvious nudity and is published on DeviantArt.
It's not.
And is it published on DeviantArt?
It's not. There is nudity, but it's not published on DA.
But it does not have obvious nudity, but it has extreme gore.
There are no reproductive organs, yes. But the characters are naked. And yes, there's gore.
So can you show me it?
I don't really want to, since the characters are still naked.
I just take a look?
Listen, I just don't want to. It has little to do with it being gore or having soft nudity. I just don't think you need to see it, especially since you've seen it already. I'm guessing on Toyhouse.
But you have closed the character page on the Gab?
Yep. That was mostly because I don't want people getting offended at my characters, if I'm being honest. But it's been working, so I don't plan on changing that.
Why? But no matter what happens before, I won't be angry.
I don't think you would, but I'd prefer to keep my more spicy art private. For now, at least.
I'm okay. I'm not afraid of NSFW, you know. Oath?
Yeah?
Can you open it directly to me? I won't reprint to others. Oath?
No.
Why?
I don't want to.
Why?
I just don't want to.
But, once again, good thing that I'm an adult, because, of course, but I didn't ask for any of this. I didn't ask for anything, for them to draw anything, and, among this, aside from that, also, then they have a bit of a how do I put this tastefully? They have a fart fetish. That wasn't really tasteful, but I don't think that there's a tasteful way to say that. Once again, not an issue per se. I don't care what kind of fetish you have as long as it's legal. But yeah, they have that. Now I'm not comfortable with that, as in like, let's not like discussion of that sort and also art of that sort, but they didn't really care. They kept bringing up, you know, some sort of weird digestive bullshit and how many times you fart a day type of bullshit, and do you burp, and those kind of questions. Like, they're really, you know, intrusive and uncomfortable, and I told them several times that I'm not comfortable, and it took quite a lot of badgering for them to stop talking about this. And they also drew one of my characters in some sort of weird fart thing. So that's another thing. Not illegal, but fucking weird, okay? You can see some people would have been already past this shit, but, you know, turns out I have a pretty high tolerance level for this shit. I didn't even know that about myself. So that's another thing about the conversation. Then they sometimes got weirdly pushy, like, change your avatar on Discord. I don't like this one. You had it for a long time. Or change it because I don't know the character that's in your avatar and I don't like that. Like, once again, I want to fucking make this clear. Those aren't things that, like, someone should be canceling someone over. But it's weird. You don't treat someone like this. And when I tell you all of this, with then the conclusion that they took from it, that we're friends, they did all of this shit, and they assumed that we were friends. Would you assume, in my position, that this person is your friend? Someone who doesn't respect boundaries when you tell them to stop? Someone who's really pushy about inconsequential shit? Right. You know, that's the point I'm trying to make, right? So, and that's not all. There's like, yeah, then they, back to the lying problem. About like, I have a furaffinity account that I don't want people to really not know about, but I want it to be as, quote, private as you can have something that's public on the internet. I don't post like completely different content on there, but because on YouTube you happen to attract kids and you don't know that you attract kids, even though my analytics say that like everyone's 18 plus, I don't believe that per se. So I don't want a direct link to my furaffinity that hosts some not safe for work content. Like, I'm not a fetish account on there, but I still don't want, you know, everyone to see that sort of shit, right? So I had it on my YouTube channel at one point, but I have long since taken it down because I don't want people, especially risk kids, going there and being like, oh, that's really cool. Not that, like I said, not that there's anything that fucked up on it, and if you don't have your own furaffinity account, you wouldn't even be able to see that, any of that stuff, but you know, I want at least one social media that isn't linked to everything else. But they have somehow found it, and there's a myriad of different reasons how they could have found it, but they lied about that too. They like at some point claimed that that they found it on the main page, that they were just refreshing for affinity and happened to find my art on there. Like, what the fuck, right? So it's back to the lying problem. So yeah, that. Eventually I find out that they're Chinese because they wanted to play Gartic Phone and they forgot to switch their language from Chinese to something else. So yeah, that was nice. At that point I heavily pressed them on that and told them that I'm not gonna continue, you know, conversing with them unless they at least confess this. So they finally said that they're Chinese, or I don't know, somewhere from there. Because like I said, they're DeviantArt, says that they're from Hong Kong, and DeviantArt, unless you change it, manually automatically assigns your location. So, yeah, there you go. That's that. But anyway, so, yeah, this whole thing. Then they, like, really, I don't think I got the screenshots for this. Maybe I'll go back and get them, because, you know, getting screenshots from this shit is just such a fucking, you know, drag. But they made an AI, all one of my characters, like there's this site that like you program characters to like have a chat bot with those characters. And they programmed a bunch of my characters into it. Well, programmed is a big word for that, but it's, you know, they made a bunch of AIs with my characters. And I found that really interesting, the site. So I was like, you know, messing around with that, and I made my own version of my character and sent it to them. And then, you know, they kept bugging me about, fix the AI, fix your AI, fix your AI so I can talk to it. And I'm just like, I planned to fix it, but they kept pestering me about it so much that I didn't even want to touch it. So I never touched it again. And I think after that, at some point I blocked them. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I blocked them like 2 or 3 times while we were talking in the span of, or over the span of like, what, 3 to 2 months? This started back in, I think, November or October. And I blocked them several times. And the reason I blocked them was usually because I needed to focus on school, or they were being really annoying and pushing, and I didn't want to deal with them. Or they pissed me off in some way, but it was never like anything too big. I'm a pretty volatile person, so it's not necessarily, you know, unheard of for me to be like this, be very trigger happy with the block button. And then I unblocked them, and because I was bored or had the time, blah blah blah, you know, and I don't think they, like, I think after this AI thing I blocked them until I was finished with my exams, and then I unblocked them, but at several points in the conversation they also started offering me like money. I don't understand that, honestly. Like, oh, I can pay for whatever, and it's just like, I don't want your fucking money. I never asked for money from you. What the fuck, where did this come from? Right, so that's another thing. Basically the conversation was pretty unhinged, and if I forgot anything off the top of my head, I'll just, you know, re-record something if it's important. All of these screenshots that are relevant to what I'm saying will be in the description, in my stash, to see that it actually happened and I'm not making this shit up, okay? Cool. So, in January, I think early January, I was finished with my exams, unblocked them, but I very quickly reblocked them, and that time it was for good, because they were starting to be really creepy. I don't really exactly recall right now how it started, but it sort of culminated in them starting to be really creepy, like, oh, I need to encourage you, well, we're friends, right? Oh, you're so great. And they're like really fucking creepy about it. And I was like, no, stop, this is making me talk to you less because you're fucking creepy. And then they started completely ignoring what I was saying. And I think and at that point I decided, listen, I shouldn't be talking to this person anymore. It's genuinely like not worth it, you know. At that point I found myself being a bit paranoid, a bit worried. So I was like, it's not worth the anxiety. So I'm just gonna, you know, like, I have a lot of time right now, so I'm gonna, you know, like, this is really stupid. It's gonna sound really stupid, and I'm not gonna pretend like it isn't. I was like, alright, I'm gonna block them when the semester starts again, right? So I have, like, you know, completely ended off. But like right now I don't have a lot of stuff to do, so I could probably talk to them, try to like rationalize it in my head. But then they kept going, and I was just like, you know what, no, fuck it. I'm blocking you right now, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you. I can literally be doing literally anything else. I could work on my game, I could fucking animate, I don't care. You know, literally do anything else. So, fuck it, I'm blocking you. Before that I asked them some questions, they completely disregarded them, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. Bye, and cease contact with me. And if you don't, then, you know, I'm gonna make a video about it, because you're creeping me out and I don't want to feel unsafe. That was the last message I ever sent them. I blocked them, and that should have been it. However, obviously it wasn't, otherwise we wouldn't be here today. So, sometime later they sent me a message on Toyhouse. Now, with Toyhouse, actually that's fucking my fault, because I helped them get a Toyhouse code, because for Toyhouse, unless you, in case you don't know, you can't just make an account on Toyhouse, you have to be invited. So I got them a code. This will be relevant later, by the way. And they had a Toyhouse account, which they also messaged me several times before when I blocked them you know, before the final. So here are all the screenshots for that, and then they messaged me on there after I, like, you know, told them this is it. So, you know, I was like, alright, they have a toyhouse, I don't want them contacting me on there, so I blocked them. I have 2 toyhouse accounts. One is just storage for my actual characters, the other one is where I sell things. I blocked them, IP blocked this, you know, the Spikey account on both of them. And I was like, alright, they can't really message me anywhere else, right? Wrong. So several days go by and they message me on furaffinity. Now, on the account name, or I get a message from an account named sora-morningstar. So I tried to look things up with this name, didn't really get anything. I got some sort of weird Instagram account that I don't think related, and if it is, then so yeah, it's like a bunch of deranged shit. I'm not gonna read it out right now while I'm like, but yeah. So I was like, alright, let's see what they do. So I didn't block them yet. And then the next day, obviously, I got another message like, alright, well, fuck it, you know, I'm going to probably block you right now. But before I did that, I went ahead and checked the account and found this gem, so that's great. And then I blocked them. Furaffinity, so that's Furaffinity down. Now, at this point, they've mentioned my DeviantArt several times in our Discord conversation, so I was kind of waiting around for when they note me on DeviantArt. That took longer than I thought it would take, but I forgot to mention I also blocked them on YouTube. They did make a comment in one of my videos, like, oh, please, you know, I apologize or whatever. So I blocked that account on YouTube, and yeah, so I blocked them on YouTube, blocked them on Furaffinity, blocked them on toyhouse, blocked them on Discord. Well, this is going on. They keep sending me friend requests from new accounts on Discord, with very strange things in the description of those accounts sometimes. Yeah, totally not guilt-trippy garbage. But after I blocked them on Furaffinity, there was a bit of a silence for a few days. But then I get a friend request on Discord from an account. I at first was like, oh, so it's like they found a new account to try that with, but then I looked at the description and it didn't match anything that Spike would be realistically capable of writing. So I was like, maybe it's not Spike. So I accepted the friend request, and here's where a user that wants to keep anonymous, so let's call them Leafy. Yes, Leafy. So that's where Leafy comes in. Now, and they message me like, oh, you probably don't know who I am, but then there's this weirdo fucking person asking me about you, trying to get in contact with you through me, and yeah, there you go, there's a conversation.
I know you don't know me, but there's someone messaging me about you. I DK who they are. I gave them a toyhouse code months ago and they're spamming my phone. I just wanted you to be aware this person is trying to get me to message you, when I'm literally a stranger to them.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're trying to stalk me at this point.
I'm so sorry. Like, I genuinely don't know this person. I gave them a toyhouse code in like November, and I haven't talked to them since PSA. Like, that doesn't indicate friendship.
Yes, I'm aware. I saw your ad on Toyhouse and directed them to you because they wanted to join Toyhouse. And back then I didn't know they were insane.
They originally messaged me like an hour ago, asking for another code. I don't have any, so I didn't.
I was actually worried that the friend request you sent me right now was them trying to block away me on yet another account.
Yeah and no, I don't do that. I'm so sorry for bothering you. Sorry, I didn't mean to call. I was trying to message you, lol.
Excuse me. Do you have an invitation code of Toyhouse? I use it to make a side account.
I don't, sorry. I ran out.
Do your friends have a code?
No.
I mean, invite code?
I know. My friends don't have any.
You can talk to your friends.
Literally none of my friends use Toyhouse.
If your friends' friends have codes, tell me, please.
You can just get a code from the forum. Probably. You just have to be fast.
Okay, tell me the forum, Leafy.
Sorry. I'm trying to get it. I literally just woke up. Every once in a while people post codes, so just check every few hours.
Okay, do you have a friend called Oves? I want to apologize to them, Leafy. Can you hear me?
I DK who that is. Also, please stop spamming me. I literally just woke up.
Oh, sorry. Citronova zmrzlina. This one.
I don't know them.
Lupabel?
I DK them either.
Oh, do you have any friends who have tag?
No, I don't.
So, do you know them?
No, I don't know a single person named Novasorot.
Link to my YouTube channel.
Why do you keep asking?
Do you know?
No.
Because of this friend know you?
I literally don't know them. Like, I've never seen them.
Link to both of my toyhouse accounts.
No, I've never seen this person before. Never seen them either. Why do you keep asking?
Because of this friend seems to know you.
Okay. I don't know them.
Yeah?
You can try asking someone on the site who has premium.
Okay.
You can DM this person and ask for a code. Leafy stag. They said they have 18 9 hours ago, so maybe they still have some.
I added.
That message was from November, and I've told you I don't have any.
Do you have a friend who had tag?
No.
Do you see this person in service? I mean Lupabel?
No, I don't pay attention to random people I see in servers.
Did you see this person in Toyhouse?
Chances are, I haven't.
Do you know them? They are also in NOCM? Okay, do you know Handkerchief?
No, I don't know anyone with that.
Do you know NOCM?
No. Why did you choose to message me out of everyone else BC before today? I messaged you like, once. And that was regarding a Toyhouse code.
Well, that's a long cry.
Tell me!
Story.
I have all day.
Yeah.
Tell me!
I have time.
Okay, in fact I wanted them to reconcile with me. They misunderstood me and thought me was unhealthy. Then they blocked me on social apps. I just want to encourage them, make them feel better. They actually have anxiety disorder, you know?
Who?
That one.
Okay, and what do I have to do with that?
Oves, oh.
What does this concern me?
You can add them as a friend. They are just free now. Then you can tell them I didn't mean what I did. You are wrong about me. That's it.
No, I don't even know what you did.
Why?
We're not even friends, first off, so why would I concern myself with this? If anything, I would tell them you're trying to get a random person to do your bidding for you.
I can't talk to them. As my friend, you should help me communicate with them.
I'm not your friend. Before today you messaged me for a code. Me giving you something, especially when I've never talked to you before, does not indicate friendship.
But I can't create another account to add them. You will know who I am.
That's too bad. You don't even know me. What did you even do in the first place?
So that's pretty deranged, right? That's pretty fucking weird and creepy. So I told Leafy to block them and we're golden. Thanks, Leafy, by the way, for working with me and not against me. So that's always a possibility, you know, you never know how other people, what side quote they'll take in this in a situation like this. So thank you, Leafy. Mad respect, big chat energy. Anyway, so and that's when they Spike, I mean, messaged me on DeviantArt with this note, check the account and block that. Great. So they literally can't contact me anywhere else, correct? Wrong. The next day I wake up to a message on Toyhouse by a user telling me that someone messaging them about me. User named Narius Dragon. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sorry if I don't. If I'm not. Fuck. Anyway. Yep. There's that conversation. Told them to take it to Discord because, you know, it's an instant messaging thing, so it's better. And yeah, basically almost the same thing happened, except even more deranged. Before I get to that, I just want to make something very clear. Neither Leafy nor Narius are like my friends or close acquaintances. Leafy is literally the person I told way back in November, told Spike way back in November, has a Toyhouse code that Spike can use to make a Toyhouse account. And the way I found them was on the Toyhouse forums, because you can advertise that you have free codes. Complete stranger, completely anonymously, in quotes, anonymously, but not like literally, but yeah. So Leafy gave them a code, and that was the end of it. And Spike assumed that I guess I'm the bestest of friends with Leafy, somehow. So that was hilariously creepy. And with Narius is just someone who subscribed to me who, can I say they enjoy my stuff? I guess, yeah. Quote, they're a fan at most. Like, we're not friends or whatever. Or we weren't friends anyway before that. So So Spike is just going after random people that can have any loose connection to me to try and get in contact with me or with them, and then they get in contact with me and try to get me to unblock Spike. What the fuck? Just want to make that very clear that these people aren't like my family members or my close acquaintances. They're just grabbing at anything that can even be tangentially related to me. So there. So here's a conversation with Narius had with Spike.
Reason for contacting?
Hello, do you know Oats? I mean them?
I'm not clicking links. Screenshot their profile.
Okay.
Haven't seen them before? Sorry.
Why? You watched them.
Weird. I'll look more in a bit then. Maybe they commissioned me at some point or something.
Do you have their tag?
I just remembered where I know them from. On Toyhouse. Why you contacting me though? If you need something about them. Why not, I guess. Contact them.
Well, to be honest, I was actually misunderstood by them in a private chat, and now they have blocked me on various social media, including Toyhouse. I can't explain it to us now. You can help me explain it to them.
Wacky. What's the situation? Don't assume I'm instantly going to help. I don't know you or really them very well. You being a random, and them being some artist I follow, as a fan and nothing closer.
I can't send them private messages right now on Toyhouse, but you can go there and send them private message and talk to them.
Bro Loki, I said explain the situation, not tell me to contact them for you. Explain.
No, I was their friend before, but because of misunderstanding, they broke up with me.
Oh, not much of an explanation, fam. Me contacting them for you would be like picking your side, by coming to your aid and being a messenger. So just stop assuming I'll instantly help you rather than them, since people can blacklist/block whoever they want to.
I told you I can't DM them on social media, including...
Bro, explain it to me.
Toyhouse.
Toyhouse is not an explanation of what happened. Aren't you supposed to be trying to get me to help you here?
Bruh, that's too bad. What should I do now? I also tried to apologize to them and want to talk to them, but they just ignore me. You know, I'm just trying to clear up a misunderstanding. Now, even if I say kind words to them, he ignores me. What should I do?
Sounds like a you problem. NGL.
Nope, actually because of a nice compliment, and thought I was creepy.
Also not my issue. I am quite literally just some random person who is a fan of their art and characters. I am not going to message them about their private business and whatnot just because some goofball wants to message a random, not even explain anything, and expect help.
Good morning, Oats. Oh my god, you wake up so early. Are you the first one among my friends so hardworking? Hi. Oats, did you feel better after you heard my praise?
No.
Why?
I feel creeped out. I want to talk to you less.
What? Oh my god, that's the truth.
What's your first language?
Chinese. Why are you asking questions, by the way?
Okay, so now I can sorta see what's up. So in English, that second message of yours would come off as very weird to say, which could be just something in translation that went wrong, which then would be more understandable. If, for example, English wasn't your first thing. If English was though, then oof, that just means creepy.
But I don't think what I do sucks. In China, it's common to do this to a friend without being treated badly.
It's in translation. Some things sound okay and good in one, but turn out wacky in the other. Especially with how English is. So I'll message the person later, but if it doesn't work then it doesn't work.
I mean, it's a very common thing in our country to praise others after they've done something worthy of praise.
Wait, is the other person and you in the same country? If it helps, I can explain the issue with what you said. So the initial compliment isn't that much of the problem. It was more so the did you like my praise part that sounded weird. In English, that type of thing sounds very seal in nature, and will come off creepy. As a general rule of thumb, you can compliment people, but don't ask if they liked the compliment. Asking if they liked the compliment causes weird tension. That, and when compliments sound too personal, it comes off as weird as well. Keep compliments light and impersonal.
I'm sure English is not my first language. I just want to encourage others, so praise them and make them feel better because they drive anxiety. Although I don't know it yet.
I'm be for real. Your grammar is like, really bad. Which is okay. All that means is just try and work on it more. Boo it, maybe try finding friends who will be more aware of the language barrier than someone who doesn't know about it.
China, this will not, because we are more concerned about the reactions and opinions of others. We usually ask this question without knowing it. Of course, I also have friends who speak Chinese. We have no problems interacting with them. It's most likely just a matter of values.
When you talk to someone in a different culture, gotta consider their reactions too. It also doesn't work for everyone. And above all, they should at least know about the language barrier so they're able to be mindful. For example, I wouldn't talk to my Spanish friends the same way as my American ones, and that's because of language barriers and culture. Taking to them, I'd have to be more mindful of what things sound acceptable and which things don't.
Nope, they live in Czechia, you know, I'm live in China.
Either way, the same things apply from my example. Be mindful of what could come off weird in another language.
Oh yes, sometimes when I communicate with them, there will be a language barrier and misunderstanding with them, especially when I have conversations with them in Czech.
Yep, then it was probably those types of things that caused issues there.
If possible, I'd maybe try and have a mutual friend explain it to them, rather than a random, aka me. I'm random, so try and find a mutual friend if possible to talk through instead. Even if it is talked about though, understand that they may still not want to be friends. And if that happens, it's completely fine, and just gotta let it be. Explaining a misunderstanding is never a guarantee to fix something.
Maybe you can also find a Czech friend to talk to them if you have them.
I have no interest.
That's just a suggestion. You may not need it. I've been trying to explain it well, and it's just a matter of cultural difference. It's not my fault.
Yeah, but still, not everyone wants to deal with that sort of thing, and that's everyone's own choice. So even if you end up explaining it, be prepared to still have the same result of it not working.
I see. It is also possible that they actually accepted my compliment, a bit unacceptable because I never praised him.
Trust me, that's not it. It's probably what I said it was lol.
So when do you message them?
Maybe this example will help. Example of a good compliment. I love your art. It's stunning, and the linear is very cool. Example of a bad compliment. Yeah, I bet you work so good you like my praise, don't you? That second one is how your original one came off. Not good. The main features of a bad compliment are too deep/too personal, and a bad way of saying it. Features of a good compliment pertains to the current situation, and are impersonal. I'll message them later when I'm off work.
I've done this before. I've commented on the first one below his video, but he still ignored me, didn't like me, or give me a heart.
Now this is the type of behavior that could either be the culture difference, or it could just be a creepy person. Expecting a response, at least to most English speakers, comes off as creepy. You should never expect attention from people, as nobody is entitled to anyone's attention, especially online. Chasing after the situation after being ignored is worse, because it takes the initial creepiness and amplifies it by a lot, which isn't good. Personally, I'd say this: if a person makes a friend and there's a language/culture barrier, they should make each other aware of that, because if they don't know, this type of stuff can happen. If I heard what you said from one of my friends, I'd act the same way. But if I had heard it from the same friend, but knowing that they barely know what they're saying or how to say it, I'd probably have a much different reaction.
I didn't realize with oats at the time, so this error occurs.
Yay, definitely get that. But like I said, still be prepared for nothing to work, since again not everyone wants to deal with that sort of thing. Don't get any expectations up.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much. Narius, do you have any time, Narius?
Hey, I see you went and found my toy house to message me again impatiently. Bro. For me, you've been messaging at 4 and 5 a.m. Chill. That's rude to be impatient.
Well, excuse me.
Messaged earlier today. No good results for ya. Anyways, have a good day.
What happened, Narius?
Nothing. Doesn't seem like you're getting unblocked, so nothing's changed. Accept it and move on. It was a possibility that nothing would happen.
Okay, so did they reply you? Oh wait, I'm going to look at my toy house account. No, I mean their account.
Bruh.
I want to know that I'm getting unblocked.
I literally just told you that you aren't getting unblocked. How does that mean the opposite to you? Anyways, the summary here for you is this: stop trying to contact people after they've shown you they don't want you around them. Continuing is considered stalking, creepy, and harassment. Some of those are crimes, fam. Don't be a creep.
Yeah. Right, for the record, I was never friends with Spike. I know that might seem confusing, but it's not. We were never friends, never someone I talked to, because they were mostly trying to talk to me. Right.
So, update. I hope I'm not gonna have to do a lot of these, but Spike's still on it. They're still trying to get to me. It's starting to get really out of control, because last night someone commented on one of my adoptables, claiming they want to buy it with PayPal. I've already had my suspicions by the accounts, by the way the account typed, and also by the name of the account, that it's Spike. But, you know, in order to not make paranoia ruin my life for the rest of my online presence, I decided to humor this person, so I told them to DM me their PayPal account, or otherwise tell me if they want to pay in points. So eventually they did. I then wake up to 7 messages, or well, I'd say it was probably like 4 messages, because toyhouse has this glitch that it makes the message send more than once, so I'm not exactly going to blame the whole thing on Spike, especially with how sucky the internet is nowadays. So, but it was still 4 messages, and yeah, I'll put the entire conversation up on the screen here. So that already told me, yep, this is the obsessive behavior of Spike. This is literally them. But before that, I felt like I I've seen the name Terror. It just felt familiar to me, and I was just going through the screenshots of the evidence of their harassment, and I just happened to stumble upon this one screenshot from the way back from the YouTube conversation where I told them to use Discord, and I remember that I got a friend request from an account named Terror, the same name as this toyhouse account. And I have proof of this because I asked them in the comment section, so you're Terror then? And I never got a response from them about that, because back then I also had another person who was contacting me who I was sort of denying the friend request, so I wasn't sure who it was, and they never told me it was or wasn't them, and then they sent me a friend request with their other account, so I just assumed, nothing of it, or that was the other person that I was trying to, ignore. And then they messaged me with this fucking account named Terror. So it's literally them. It was them back then, and it's them now. So, literally, that's to prove that it's fucking Spike, because that's just too many coincidences. Aside from the fact that they state that, their English is basically the same as Spike's. The account was literally created the day before it messaged me. I have proof for this because they literally took the codes that someone was offering on the forums in the same time span, and then they linked me their DeviantArt account, which also had nothing on it. Here's the screenshot of that. Yeah, so I told them, yeah, buddy, I currently am dealing with a stalker. I'm not gonna give you my PayPal information with the payment. I'm not gonna risk anything. Either you're gonna pay in points or we're dropping this. And they did what Spike would do and insisted and blah blah, so I blocked them because this is literally Spike. 100%, there's no doubt about that. So I have another account, DeviantArt, both DeviantArt and toyhouse to block. So, yeah. If anything else happens before this video is, nearing its finish line, because it's currently not even close, I'm gonna add it, but otherwise, hopefully this is the last idea they have, because this is insane. This is absolutely insane. The second they start, trying to get like a PayPal email from me, that's when I start getting, extremely uncomfortable, because, that's actually... they're slowly whittling their way into doxing territory, or at least for their own purposes. So I would very much prefer if this is actually genuinely making me like mad. Up until this point, I was sort of above it a bit, but right now I'm actually starting to get really mad, and yeah, let's hope this doesn't derail any further. Yeah, that's a small addendum. I hope I don't have to make more, but life is horrible, and I'm definitely going to be eating these words. So, these are all the insane cyber stalking things they have done to me, or regarding me, and I am at my wit's end, right? Do you think it's normal? I don't think it's normal. I think it's fucking weird and unsettling. You've seen all the screenshots, you've seen all the interaction. So, before I get to my final message with Spike, I also want to make something very clear. Obviously, whenever there's a conflict of interest or an issue, there's always more, or usually more than one problematic part. And I will absolutely admit that I have made mistakes in this whole debacle myself. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm blameless, right? Here's the part where I should admit to some of my mistakes. So like I said, I have a bit of a yes man problem. I have a hard time saying no, for one. For two, I ignored a lot of red flags that I should not have ignored, but that's something that I can only say right now in hindsight. And the fact that I blocked them, unblocked them, probably gave them the wrong impression that I'm always just going to block them and I'm gonna cool down and unblock them again. So that was my fault. I should have not done those things. When I blocked them, I should have blocked them for good, or I shouldn't have blocked them, just to make sure that the blocking means something. That's my fault.
And there's probably a lot of other, you know, enabling bullshit that I did that isn't exactly something that you should be doing in this position if you don't want to end up here where I am. So there, I admit, I'm not completely blameless. However, I do not think the punishment for my mistakes should be a cyber stalker. And hopefully you can agree with that, with the sentiment that no one deserves to be cyber stalked. Well, now on to my final message to Spike. Spike, stop. Seriously, just stop. I don't know anything about you, and quite frankly, this parasocial relationship you formed with me and my characters for some reason isn't healthy. And you need to recognize that. You say that you have a lot of friends in real life. I sincerely doubt that, but if that is the case, please pay attention to them. If you don't have any friends, go out and make some. The world is a big fucking place, and it's always better to have real life friends than online friends. I get it. Well, I kinda get it. Finding comfort in characters is something that I do and that a lot of people do, especially in my part of the internet. But you have to learn to let go when someone tells you to go away, right? No amount of platitudes or weird compliments is going to make this stuff go away. Please, go outside, breathe, get a hobby, plant a fucking tree, do something, anything else, and leave me alone. Please, leave everyone who you think is associated with me alone also. None of us want to talk to you, especially after what you've been doing. If you thought that, you know, we were friends, I'm sorry that I didn't do more to make you not think that. Me tolerating your tirades and weird behavior doesn't automatically mean we're best buddies, okay? Please, just let go, alright? With all of what you've been doing, you've absolutely fucked up. And the only way to fix this fuck up is to stop. Okay? Before this goes any further. And if we weren't friends before, we're sure as hell not gonna become friends in the future. I'm never gonna wanna be your friend. And you have to accept that, okay? So turn back now while I'm still feeling, what's the word? Generous and kind. I'm letting you walk away from this, so please take the fucking hint. Okay, so that was everything. Every single animal in this fucking apartment is trying to claw their way into this room. So I'm gonna have to probably finish this recording as soon as fucking possible. I might do an addendum if it's necessary. I don't fucking know, but I hope I can work with this fucking recording because I've been recording this for the past 3 days and I haven't gotten a good fucking recording.
，2岁了，壮个蛋炒，驸马郎的旗帜王啊，满皇上的回儿，2岁了，壮个蛋炒。